friends, welcome back to Oasis Scents. I know I haven't posted on this channel in such a long time. I just find TikToks easier to post on, honestly. But I thought that because this year I have finally decided to do an advent calendar, I would do a YouTube video of the unboxing for everyone who hasn't bought the advent calendar or has bought it but doesn't want to open it yet, or just anything. If you guys are interested in purchasing one, they're unfortunately sold out because I did a pre-order, but I will be doing them next year as well with different stuff. It's going to be really exciting, and I think that's kind of just a few things before we get into this. If you don't know about Oasis Scents, it is my small business. I work for Oasis Scents full time now. We do nerdy soaps, candles, bath bombs, body butters, other things, various amounts of other things, and we're bringing out some new products in the future, like near future. We're based in New Zealand in the Bay of Plenty, and I just love nerdy things. As you can tell behind me, I like books. So today we're talking about the advent calendar. This is just an empty box because I didn't make one for myself personally. I forgot. But I have a box that this is like the design that I have on the box, and in the box will be like 12 wrapped up presents, which are 12 items that are exclusive to this box. There's only, I think, 2 items that will be sold on the website after the Christmas has happened. Because some items, as you will see, I didn't make them. Everything else in here is made by me except for one item, and you couldn't buy a minimum below a certain amount, which will make sense when you see it. And then the other item is a soap. I have to make my batches of soap in like batches of 9 or 10, and so I got a certain amount of orders and it didn't exactly add up to a full round number of 10, so I just have a few extras which we go up into the store. Anyway, enough talking from me. Let's go in and unbox this empty advent calendar. Okay, I'll just show you each item for each day. When you first open up the box, you'll see a cute little card, and this acts like an advent calendar, like the chocolate ones. You pull back the flaps. I'm not going to pull back these flaps because this is one of the customer's advent calendar cards. I didn't want to print any extras. I cut these with my Cricut. I designed them myself, but I did use Pinterest as like a inspirational thing, and I'll just do a little zoom in for you at the end of this so you can see how cute this is. But it starts at day number 1 and it goes down to day number 12. I know that sometimes it's the opposite, but I started at 1 because that's I designed this card before I did anything else. And on the back it has a little thing, and it says, Oasis Scents Advent Calendar. Thank you for buying our very first advent calendar. We're super excited to celebrate the countdown to Christmas with you this year. Don't forget to share your unboxing each day on social media and tag us at Oasis Scents, and use the hashtag Oasis Scents Advent so we can reshare your unboxings. The countdown starts at number 1. We mostly just use Instagram. We also have Facebook and TikTok, so if people did their unboxings there, that would be really cool. Anyway, so let's start with number 1. So to start off with day number 1, I started with my favourite item that I make, and that is soap. This soap is called Ghosts of Christmas. It is inspired loosely by like Charles Dickens and the Ghost of Christmas Past. It is scented in blackberry and bay with a little bit of hollyberry in it, and on top it's beautifully like I piped these cute little hollyberries, and in general it's just like a nice simple soap. I like the smell of it. It's quite nice and Christmassy. The second item for day 2 is a Little Women candle. This one is inspired by Little Women. I say that really weirdly, and oh, it's so nice. It is scented in blackcurrant and plum. It is purple, a very light purple with some silver glitter. So we get started off right with the candles, and there's only one mini candle, and that's this one. I thought let's start small before we go big. So that's day number 2. Day number 3 is actually our latest item we released, I guess. I mean, technically we've done one after this, but they came out around the same time, and that is a bath salt. This one is called Not the Gumdrop Buttons. It's inspired by a candle that we release every year. I say as we've only done 2 Christmases. And this one is scented in gingerbread and cookie dough. It's inspired by Shrek, if you know that movie. Very iconic for my life, and it is multicoloured, kind of like gumdrop buttons with a gingerbready base. I personally don't like the smell of this, but it is very popular. The candle just sold crazy last year, so I thought let's make it some bath salts. And if you don't have a bath, you can always get a tub, like a little plastic tub, and make this a foot soak, because it's the same sort of thing. Day number 3 for our advent calendar is the Grinch Lip Balm. This one is inspired by the Grinch from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And it is scented or flavoured in peppermint and passion fruit. Our lip balms are 100% vegan friendly unless it has honey in it, only because even though the supplier says it's vegan, I don't 100% trust that. This scent was going to be something different, but then I found this amazing passion fruit flavour scent thing, and I fell in love, so of course I had to incorporate for this. And also they are 100% edible. Not that I would suggest eating them, but if you do eat some, it's fine. And they taste good too. Well, I haven't tried this one myself, but in general, the lip balms I've made, I like the bubblegum one they make. So anyway, that's number 3. The Donna Noble candle, inspired by Doctor Who. When we were trying to decide on items, it was really hard because we don't sell Harry Potter items because we don't like J.K. Rowling. So we decided that we had to scratch all the Christmas items we had themed on Hogwarts, which is really hard because that's such a great Christmassy thing. And Byron and I knew right away that we wanted to do something Doctor Who related because Doctor Who, like Christmas episodes, they are iconic. And so when we were trying to pick, we thought Donna, because she shows up for the first time in a Christmas episode, and it's one of our favourites in general because we both really like Doctor Who. So this one's Donna. It is scented in cinnamon, ginger and blood orange. It is a similar scent to our Weasley is Our King, I think, or Must Be a Weasley candle we did earlier this year before we stopped selling Harry Potter items. But it's a little bit more orangey, I would say, if that makes sense. Less cinnamony. And it is a orange candle with some red and orange glitter, very similar to our Weasley candle, but slightly different. That's what it's originally. That's what I based this idea off when I was trying to think of Donna. I also wanted it to be like fiery and stuff because she is a fiery character, so that's that candle. Day number 6 is our mini body butter. I got these jars in on accident for something else, but I fell in love, and so when I fell in love with them I thought this will make perfect body butters for the advent calendar. This one is called Sugar Plum Fairy. It is inspired by the Nutcracker. It is scented in jelly beans and sugar. It's actually a scent called Sugar Plum Fairy, but I took some of the scent names from it and renamed it because I thought that'd be really boring to have the same name on it twice. It is lightly coloured in a purple, but it's basically just white. And it smells so yummy, and then the label itself is purple. Day number 7 is a kind of a boring one, but like just to break up the excitement, and that is 2 bookmarks. The first one says all I want for Christmas is books, because isn't that so true? And the second one says Glen Coco, 4 for you Glen Coco, you go Glen Coco, which is from Mean Girls, which is coming up more in that box. This one has got a cute sort of same inspiration. Actually I took the inspiration for the front from this bookmark because I really liked it. It was really cute. So that's that one, and on the back they have our little stamps to say that they're from Oasis Scents. The next item directly leads on from the last item, and that is a You Go Glen Coco candle. This one is scented in peppermint fluff. I'm not a fan of peppermint, so I'm not going to sniff it, but it is a white candle with some multicolour like green and gold and pink glitter and some candy cane on there, and some red drizzle. So I will show you a close up of that. And that's inspired by Mean Girls as well. Day number 9 is another lip balm, and that is the Olaf lip balm inspired by Frozen. I know it's not 100% Christmas inspired, but it gives me Christmas vibes because it's like Frozen. This one is scented or flavoured in grape bubblegum, and it is also vegan friendly, of course. And then also, if you've seen the beginnings of our December releases, we have a candle also with the same scent. They're slightly different because one's a scent and one's a flavour oil, but they've got the same theme, and so when I decided to make a lip balm I had to make a candle to match. Day number 10 is something a little bit smaller, and I've recently just started doing this with every order for December onwards, as in recently, I mean it's about to start happening, and that is some little mini wax melt samples. These ones are called Elf, and they're inspired by the movie Elf with Will Ferrell, is he the one who's in it? These ones are scented in hot cinnamon cocoa. They are so yummy, and they're so pungent. I'm not even kidding. My house smelled like these after I made them for like days. And on the back it has a little quote, and it says, I thought maybe we could make gingerbread houses and eat cookie dough and go ice skating and maybe even hold hands. It's so cute. I love these. So there's one little star and one little heart. There's a few that have just 2 stars because those are actually easier for me to make. But that's the next item. I forgot to mention that the wax melts, the little plastic bag it comes in, is recycled from our enamel pins. So if you're feeling like, Ellie, why are you doing so much plastic? You don't normally do it. It's because it's recycled. I'm a good person. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Day number 11 is 100% my favourite item in this box because I have been looking forward to this for so long. So this is the item I did not make myself, but Byron did design it for me and I coloured it. I'm not 100% happy with the colours now looking back on it, but it's still like really cute. And that is an Ekotar enamel pin. So we've done one enamel pin so far, and that is the Candle Addict one, and we're only just doing like a few, like basically two for the hell of it, because we want to enjoy ourselves and want to try this out. But this one is a little cabin enamel pin. I know it's not 100% Christmas related, but it is inspired by the cabin where recent Feyre, you know, in A Court of Mist and Fury is a little bit, what's the word, like grown up, I guess. But it's cute. I love it. I love Ekotar. It's one of my favourite things. And I had to do this little like snow globe pin with a little cabin inside that gives me really good Christmas vibes, and even like the way that Feyre describes it in the book is like they would go there for Christmas and have fun, so that's what that's inspired by. But then if you're not a fan of Ekotar, it's perfect because it's just like a little cabin in a snow globe, which could be any Christmas vibes. It doesn't have to be Ekotar. But that's that, and it's also got like glitter. It's very pretty. I love it. So that's day number 11. And then day number 12 was originally going to be called Hogwarts Feast, but unfortunately, like I'm telling you, I planned this months in advance. I'm not even kidding. But unfortunately, things happened and we decided to stop selling Harry Potter. So I was trying to think, like, what would I want to name something? And I thought, what's like a group of friends or like people who feast together that give me the same like Christmas feast vibes? And for this I picked Hobbits Feast. This one is scented in whiskey and brie pudding. It is more of a plain candle, but I thought it's like the perfect candle to round out our advent calendar, because what do you do on Christmas Day? You feast. So this is the Hobbits Feast. It is just a brown wax with a green drizzle, kind of gives me like the earthy Hobbits vibes, and also because we're from New Zealand, I thought, I mean, we have to do something Lord of the Rings inspired, living here in New Zealand, and so of course it was a Hobbits Feast. I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing of our advent calendar and you're excited for next year's one, because I'm really planning it in my head. The hardest thing is coming up with things that aren't Harry Potter inspired, unfortunately, but that's okay because there's so many other like Christmas things in the world that don't just have to be Harry Potter. It's not like the dominating thing in the market. It kind of is, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I won't be doing that many more on this channel. I just do them for fun every so often. But if you want to give us a subscribe, you're welcome to. And also if you want to check out our store, it's linked down below. We have a release coming up soon. The date will be here because I don't actually know what day I'm posting this yet. And that will be our December release, which includes a restock of some things, a few new items, and just in general our Christmas stuff. And then on Boxing Day we're actually going to be having a big sale because Kiwis love Boxing Day. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you all next time.